I could say whatever I wanted right now because I am actually very pissed off. I'm more disappointed, to be honest. I've got loads of opinions.
Hi guys, it's Jodie here from ODE, back at it again with another Love Island chat for you, and today we have Tanyel in the building! Hello, lovely. I want to say it's good to see you. I said this to Zara as well, but it's also sad to see you because I wanted you to stay in there.
Oh,
how are you feeling now that you're out?
Really good. Like, honestly, I felt like, obviously it's nice to stay in longer, like to the very end, but I was still like happy, and I'm a big believer of like what's meant to be will be. So I was just like, it's my time to go home, and I couldn't wait to see my family and my friends, so I'm happy.
I was so shocked when Jordan said Ellie's name. I genuinely thought he was going to pick you. Did you kind of know that you were going to go, or was it very like 50-50 at that point?
It was a little bit 50-50 because me and Jordan had like started spending more time together. He'd made it very clear to me that he was into me, and that he gave me the impression that he was more like, it was more friends with him and Ellie. So I just assumed that it would be me. However, I feel like I gave him the impression that I wasn't really giving him too much.
Right.
I wasn't sure myself, and I wasn't promising him anything. Like, I didn't want to be unfair. So I kind of thought he's got maybe more of a chance with her.
And do you feel like Jordan's decision was swayed by anyone?
Completely, it was swayed. I even spoke to him about this.
Right.
And yeah, of course it was swayed. Like, you can just see as well just by watching it. I haven't actually had time to even watch the full episode back, but from Olivia and Shaq, and obviously Tanyel also delivering the news, but like, I just feel like it was so unnecessary. And it was also not true because I never had a conversation with Liv that day to say that I didn't like him. Like I said, because I haven't been able to watch it completely, but I'm listening to my friends and my family and the people that are messaging me in DMs, like, everyone's saying the same thing, so they must be right. I'm more disappointed, to be honest, because I feel like one thing I've kept it is very real in there. Very, like, I always supported Liv. I was always genuine to her. Whenever anyone in there would talk about her to me, like in a bad way, I would defend her and I wouldn't even let them speak. I'm that type of friend, like, if you're my friend, I will defend you. If I think you're wrong, I'll come and tell you. Yeah. Or if I have a problem with you, fair enough, I'll come and speak to you. And I just think, I'm just very disappointed, and it's actually quite upsetting.
What actually happened with you and Olivia? Because everything seemed fine, and then it was just maybe when she started liking Kai. But was there anything that actually happened between you two?
Honestly, from my behalf, no. I felt like more than anything, it was just her having picking problems, if you want me to be honest, coming to me with more problems, and I was just like, what is going on? Like, these things I wouldn't even care about. I felt like in the end, like, if she was just watching how I'm moving all the time, like, why are you so concerned? I would never care, like, what anyone else is doing. There'd be points in the villa where some of the boys would come up to me and be like, oh, question how, if she's playing a game or if she's not as genuine with the boys, because as soon as Harris left, she was up and down with, like, the different guys in there. And I would literally shut them down and wouldn't even let them talk about her. And to be honest, I wouldn't care if she was or wasn't, because you're my friend. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
It's not my place to entertain anyone else talking about you. So I just think it's one rule for her, different for me. Do you know what? I've got loads of opinions, but I don't want to say too much. Yeah. Only because I'm happy to, don't get me wrong, but I want to stay true to who I am, and I want to have that conversation with her face to face, because I feel like, not that I owe it to her, I could say whatever I wanted right now because I am actually very pissed off. But I want to have that conversation to her. She ain't going to like it, what I've got to say, but it's just something I need to discuss properly with her in detail. However, I do feel like, yeah, she did have issues with Zara, and you know what, at the time, in the very beginning, because Liv was obviously my close friend and then Zara had just come in, naturally I defended Liv, naturally. But I did always make sure that Zara never felt left out. I never wanted her to feel uncomfortable. And towards the very end, I started to really like Zara a lot, actually. And one thing about Zara is, like, even me and her sometimes had our differences, but we could always speak it out, and I felt like she was always real and direct. That's one thing I've got to give to her. Like, I know she wouldn't talk about me behind my back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think very genuine girl.
I feel like you would be really good friends. On
we
the
will,
outside.
we are.
Like, I haven't spoken to you both. And let's talk about Shaq then, because he obviously planted some seeds of doubt in Jordan's ear. How do you feel about Shaq?
Obviously not very good. Gosh, I just don't understand why someone, like a man especially, would want to interfere in just gossip, like want to gossip so much. I find it very bitchy, and I just don't know why he was so invested in my life.
Did you feel a bit hurt by that as well?
A little bit, because I actually really liked Shaq in the beginning, very much. Honestly, I really liked him. I'd call him like my brother in there. I did start to see some ways about him though, like he would always have like something to say about me and Ron's friendship. Fair enough, everyone did, to be fair. But I'd be like, I've reassured you that it's nothing more. Why are you so negative about it? Like, just a few situations I think, why are you so... It's always a negative opinion. It was never a positive opinion. Like, it's always like you have nothing nice to say, so why say it?
Yeah.
That's
Well, let's talk about Ron then. Obviously, there was so much speculation, people watching it thinking, is there anything more? You said that he felt like a bit home for you, so what did you mean by that?
I don't know what it was, but like when we first coupled up, obviously we kind of fancied each other a little bit in the beginning. My first... Like, I fancied Casa Amor obviously at the time, but he got picked, so I picked Ron. Because I thought, I'm in here to find love. I'm going to pick who is second best in that in that kind of way. So I picked Ron. Best thing I ever did, because honestly, within like 2 days, we couldn't flirt no more. It was so strange. But we got to know each other so well. And all I can say is like, he's exactly like my family and my friends from home.
Right.
When I say real, I mean real. Like, honestly, like, and I always went into that villa saying like, I would never trust anyone. I don't make friends very easily because I don't need them. I've got my friends on the outside world that I'm happy with. And it takes me a long time to trust people, as you know, as you can see why I have doubt. But with Ron, like, I really did trust him. I still do. And I just think he's such a pure person. And I know like he'd done things to upset Lana sometimes, but I'd always tell him off. Like, I'd be really straight with him and with her. But to me, he was a really good friend.
Are you glad that he's kind of behaving in Casa Amor? I mean, we'll go into Casa Amor in a minute.
I didn't think he'd let me down, but when I was leaving the villa, I literally said to him, like, do not let me down. Honestly, the amount I have defended you and how much I tell people I love you, please just don't do anything stupid. And he was like, I promise you I won't. But obviously I had like my small, like I just had a little bit of doubt. I was like, please don't, please don't, please don't.
And I feel like you and Lana are so close as well. Obviously you picked Ron in the beginning and then realised quickly that it was just friendship. Is there any awkwardness between you about that, or do you just laugh about
Lana. So with Lana in the beginning, me and her from day one, we wasn't like obviously the closest, it was day one. But I did say to her, I was very honest. I was like, my top two is Kai and Ron. And I always stay true with that. Like, I was never fake about it.
Yeah.
I even said to her, like, if there's a situation where Kai gets taken from me, I will pick Ron. And I'm sorry if that hurts you, but at least I'm telling you to your face.
Yes.
Everything I did, I discussed with her prior and after. Like, I was never fake about it or malicious. And that's why I think we had such a good friendship.
Yeah.
And once I did get to realise that I didn't fancy Ron, I literally said to her, like, it makes me happy seeing you two together. It feels right. Like, I actually don't fancy him at all. And it's made me realise my head's elsewhere.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people thought maybe because you were so close that if, say, Lana wasn't in the picture, would you then have fancied Ron? But probably not by the sounds of it.
No, because I gave that chance beforehand. I was honest with her.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, how well me and him got on. I wanted to in the very beginning, but I genuinely didn't. It just didn't click.
Yeah. Let's talk about Casa Amor. What is going on in that Love Island villa?
I know.
Honestly, I've been away, I've missed a couple of episodes, I've been trying to catch up. Let's talk about Will. So I thought Will was going to be loyal to Jessie.
I had I had a heart attack. I couldn't believe it. Honestly, like, what the hell?
I mean, I know Casa Amor normally causes chaos, that's what it's there for, but Will, what's he doing? Like?
Oh my God, Jessie's going to be so heartbroken. I'm not even joking. Like, she is also very strong, and she's very, like, in the sense like me, like, no, like, a man shouldn't do that. I won't put up with this, that. So she's going to be devastated.
So do you think her feelings are genuine for him?
I can't tell you yes or no, because you know what? I think everyone's just surprising me.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh my God. And you just won't know until you're out of that show.
Yeah.
But I hope they are. I really hope they are.
Let's talk about Shaq and Tanya. They were kind of on the rocks before Casa Amor. Casa Amor's happened probably at the worst time for them. Tanya seems to be getting to know Martin. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh my God, okay, so Tanya's always been quite cheeky, right? And I do love this side to her. I think she's so funny, I can't lie. Like,
So yeah.
she don't care. Everything just goes out the window for her. It doesn't surprise me.
Right.
Obviously, if they were in a much better place before they'd like separated sort of thing, it would have surprised me because I know that she was really into him and I know he's really into her. But how he's been moving in there, it doesn't surprise me because once she gets the ick, I feel like she gets the ick. And also Tanya doesn't put up with stuff like if something puts her off, she really doesn't like it, then I know she will get distracted. So it's not shocked me.
I think it's shocking because obviously they dropped the L-bombs.
But can I say something? Who can love someone that quickly?
Well,
I think they thought it was love. I think it was genuine when they said it, but I don't think you actually know what love is that quickly. That's just my opinion.
so who do you think will survive Casa Amor? Who do you think will split after this?
Lana is definitely not bringing no one back. There's no way. She says that she's open to exploring. I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, she's not.
Because that is not Lana. She is so not open to exploring. She's trying to convince herself, but no chance.
Yeah.
I think that Ron will be good, and I'll be so proud of him.
Come on, Ron.
It's hard to say about the rest, really. I think Shaq will come. Like, I don't think he'll bring anyone back, but I think Tanya might.
I know. And how do you think he'll react to all of this?
I don't think he'll be good.
It's going to kick off.
Yeah, like he does not take things very well.
And you're only fresh out, but has there anyone exciting been in the DMs? I know Spencer slid in. Anyone else?
A few people, but I haven't really checked. I'm so bad with my DMs. Like,
she'll get back to you guys.
Before I went in, I always had DMs, which I never checked. And it's the same after.
Yeah.
I'm terrible, honestly. But it doesn't faze me, like, if whether they've got, like, blue tick or whether they've got a million or followers. I don't care. Like, I don't care how famous they are. I just want someone genuine.
Thank you so much. I loved
Thank
you in
you.
there. I wish you were still in. Give it up
Oh,
for
bless
Tanya,
you.
people.
Thank you.